So something that I may or may not make a video covering in the future is that in order to get beyond a certain point in society, you must demonstrate at least some understanding of natural law. Now, Dragon Ball Super, even though it had Akira Toriyama's backing, Akira Toriyama was not the primary writer of Dragon Ball Super or even a lot of the later Dragon Ball Z, and it shows. But even in the original Dragon Ball, okay, you still kind of had this hierarchy that gods were at the bottom of the pecking order. In the original Dragon Ball, you had Korin, who was supposed to be the god of martial arts, but Korin is surpassed by Goku and Piccolo and, you know, a bunch of other people by the end of Dragon Ball. Then in Dragon Ball Z, you had the Kaio, Kaio was weaker than Nappa, Vegeta, and then later on you had the Kaioshin. The Kaioshin was weaker than Majin Buu, etc., etc., etc. So you kind of you consistently, and it's called the Wharf Effect, okay, guys? The Wharf Effect is when you introduce a character and you make them appear super strong, so that way when somebody surpasses said character, you're like, oh my god, this guy is a badass. So, in Dragon Ball Super, the gods of destruction are used for the Wharf Effect. Now, this scene does not happen in the anime. This scene happens in the manga, but the manga is considered equal canon to the anime in terms of Dragon Ball Super. Now, the main reason I want to show this scene, okay, everybody knows who Beerus is. Everybody knows who the gods of destruction are. Now, pay careful attention to this scene. The Daishinkan is going to order... Now keep in mind, the Daishinkan is not a god. The Daishinkan is an angel. The Grand Priest, the Grand Angel, depending on which translation of the kanji you want to go with. And then the kanji in the middle, it literally says great. And that's the thing about the Daishinkan and the Zenos in the background. They wear the fucking... Well, the Daishinkans kind of got it in reverse, but the Zenos, they wear as above, so below on their shirts. Now, a couple of things about this scene that's important. You notice it's not the gods that are calling the shots. It's the angel, right? Look at that smug look on his face. He's going to order the gods of destruction to all fight at full power. So, and look, any god that goes easy or doesn't perform will be erased. So the Daishinkan is making it clear. You guys are going to fight for our entertainment, and you're going to go full power, or you're going to go bye-bye. So, before any fucking, fanboys come on the video, talk about, oh, but Beerus was so he wasn't holding back, and you're going to see that. A lot of people who only saw the anime never saw this scene. So... But I'm not making this video to start some type of stupid anime fanboy power scaling debate, because power scaling for fictional shows doesn't fucking matter. The people that do that power scaling bullshit, they need to just go outside. And this is coming from a guy who did the power scaling shit 10, 15 years ago before I realized it's fucking stupid. So you got all the gods of destruction. Beerus is bitching at Goku because Goku calls this. And all the other gods of destruction are like, wait a minute, Beerus calls this? Okay, let's beat the crap out of him before we focus on each other because Beerus did some shit. I don't really care. So, boom. It starts off, they all try to attack Beerus. They're all trying to kill this guy. Because unlike the Tournament of Powers in the anime, killing isn't forbidden when the gods do it. And again, pay attention to what the fuck I just said. Killing isn't forbidden unless a god is doing it. Okay? I mean, even in fucking cartoons, you see constant hypocrisy with the gods. But Beerus uses Ultra Instinct here, so nobody can hit him, but he can't maintain Ultra Instinct for long. So Moscow eventually catches him. They didn't fucking charge Moscow. They didn't charge Beerus, but they hit Moscow instead. And, they end up hitting Champa. So, by this point, Beerus' Ultra Instinct has wore off. And again, what is Ultra Instinct? Ultra Instinct is an ability that the angels have innately. So Beerus is like, yeah, it was a decoy, Hakai Dama! Well, it doesn't say that, but that's basically what this is. And then what is supposed to be Beerus' greatest attack, it just gets completely negged by fucking Syndra's barrier. Oh wait, I'm skipping. Yeah, I mean, this is why I prefer the manga over the show. It's pretty clear with its power scaling to some degree. So, yeah, he just completely... And, again, it's called the Worf effect, right? They spent the entire show building Beerus up to be this unbeatable badass, and then the guy who in the anime is supposed to be the weakest god of destruction, he just negs Beerus' best attack with a simple little barrier. Now, this is done so you kind of get the idea. All of the gods of destruction are around the same power. Now, some are clearly stronger than others, as you guys are going to see when I further break down this video. Some are clearly stronger than others, but they're all in the same tier, if that makes sense. So, Belmod says, fuck this teamwork shit, only one of us can win, so, yeah. Now, here's where you really see some ridiculous power scaling, okay? Belmont is supposed to be weaker than Jiren. And look what Belmont does. He catches all the gods of destruction casually in his little mini Joker balls. And a few of the gods break out. Okay? And this is another thing for those of y'all that understand natural law. Why is a clown the strongest god of destruction? Just think about that shit. Why is a clown the strongest god of destruction? Right? Could you, would you with a clown? Okay? So he pulls out his little Joker cards, and he just starts beating up all the gods of destruction at once. Yeah, the chick doesn't break out, Beerus doesn't break out, Syndra doesn't break out, and I can't tell who that guy on the... Oh, the guy on the bottom left is the black guy. He doesn't break out. The elephant guy breaks out. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. And the fox breaks out. Liquor. And yeah, Belmod is just having a field day. So again, they're all in the same tier, but Belmod is clearly stronger than all of them. But now this scene is extremely important. So Liquor breaks out. Belmod is like, what the fuck? Now, notice the scratches, scrapes, and scars the other gods of destruction have. Okay, I know, I'm taking a while to get to the point, but you gotta... Sorry about that, my laptop actually overheated even though I got a fucking cooler on it. But yeah, let's wrap this video up. So he hits Belmont with what I presume to be his strongest attack. Again, hits him flat, fresh on. Belmont didn't dodge it, he got hit with it directly. Boom, right? Again, notice the scars and scratches the other gods of destruction had. And notice how half of them couldn't break out of the fucking bubble balls. Now notice how the Daishinkan is watching completely unamused, and how the Zenos can't even keep track of what is going on. Again, the Zenos are supposed to be the gods of gods in this show. They're supposed to be the strongest gods. Headless ambushes Liquor with a fucking bow and arrow. And then, yeah, she's talking shit. And then the elephant guy, again, if Belmont is number 1, this guy's probably number 2. Because look at this shit. He does a fucking roar. Again, look at all the scratches and scars the other gods of destruction have. This is important. He does a roar. Which, you know, he's not just yelling just because he's an elephant. But look. His roar is strong enough to knock out Super Saiyan 2 tier characters like the Kaioshin. And yeah, he temporarily paralyzed all the other gods of destruction. And notice, the angels aren't affected by it at all. So then he goes on a rampage, because that's what elephants do. He just starts sending the other gods of destruction flying. Again, they're all in the same tier. But so far we've established that Belmont and the elephant guy and that Liquor are a little bit stronger than the rest of them. Okay? You could put Beerus up there if you want to, but all Beerus really did was dodge and then had his strongest attack negged. And Goku was like, this is ridiculous. These guys are the strongest people ever. Like, what the actual hell? And yeah, then we see a couple of gods who were evenly matched with each other. I can't follow who's fighting who. Yep, it's just... They really should have put this scene in the anime. But I understand why they didn't, because if Belmod is weaker than Jiren, and Belmod is the strongest god of destruction, then that would mean that Jiren is stronger than Beerus, then debates about Broly versus Beerus is over. Like, I get why they didn't put the scene in the anime. So the gods, and again, notice the as above, so below. Oh my god, stop it. Notice the as above, so below symbol on the Xenos' shirts. I'm doing a thorough breakdown here. Champa's evenly matched with Syndra. Moscow's just beating up two gods of destruction by himself. So again, Belmont's number 1, Elephant God's number 2, Moscow's probably 3. So the gods of gods can't keep track of anything that's going on. So they're like, this is boring. And then at this point, the head angel guy is like, alright, let's just end this before, you know, my lords get angry. Now, people often say that Katera, the mouse guy, and Beerus are the strongest gods of destruction because they were the last ones standing. But if you look carefully, they were only beating one god of destruction. I mean, and Beerus beats the elephant guy, so whatever. I guess you could put him above the elephant guy. But I mean, I'll let y'all be the judge. It doesn't really fucking matter who the strongest god is, though, as you guys are about to see. So the cat and the mouse don't like each other for obvious reasons. They're like, we're gonna settle this, guys. We're gonna settle this, bonsai. And then what happens? What happens? Stopped by a single fucking finger by a fucking angel. Okay? And yeah, we'll just let the rest of the scene plays out. Daishinkan! Your fighting is too intense for His Majesty to enjoy. Therefore, all gods of destruction will be disqualified. Huh? What? But what about my prize? This match is over. You are free to withdraw. Just total disrespect. Just total disrespect. Right? And again, look. They spent the entire show building up the gods of destruction just for the angel to come and neg them. That's called the Wharf effect. And take a look at which god doesn't have a single scratch on him. The clown. And again, Jiren is stronger than this guy. He took a full hit from another god of destruction who's at least in the middle of the god hierarchy, doesn't have a single scratch on him. And, I mean, he's got balls, right? Because didn't the Daishinkan say that if you don't try your hardest, you're going to get erased? He's lucky that Mr. Angel guy didn't see him. Anyways, let's wrap this video up. So what does this video establish? Okay? It establishes that as above, so below. You got the Xenos who are supposed to be the gods of gods, but they can't follow anything that the gods of destruction are doing. You got the gods of destruction who are supposed to be above all mortals, but it's later explained that Jiren is stronger than the strongest god of destruction, Mr. Clown Guy. And then it is established that Mr. Clown Guy, rightfully so, he would rather play dead and not take any injuries. Like, you guys gotta understand what just happened here. If the angel didn't stop the fight, Clown Guy Belmont was going to win without a single scratch on him. Right? So his power is way above the other gods of destruction. Even if you want to argue he just played dead, right? He didn't have a single scratch on him when he took the dude's best attack. But despite that, he knew better than to fight the Daishinkan. I mean, look at this shit. The last gods of destruction that are standing... I mean, look at this shit. Look at this shit. The last two that are standing just stops him with a single finger. Are you fucking kidding me? They spent the whole show building up these gods to be invincible gods, and then an angel shows up and just stops them with a single finger. But that's how it is in real life as well, guys. Because in Dragon Ball, what is the only thing that can kill an angel? Right? Because they can't be beaten. This show hold on. Matter of fact, hang on. I'm gonna pause this. Alright, we're gonna resume. So yeah, you can't beat the angels, right? You just can't beat them, right? Hey, look at this shit. So this is the Broly guy who just got done beating up Frieza. Right? Again, Broly is stronger than Jiren, Jiren is stronger than Belmod, and Belmod is stronger than all the gods of destruction. Nandeska Anata. And then Gogeta introduces himself. This isn't important. What we want to look at is this. So Broly, again, stronger than Jiren. Okay, stronger than Belmont. Stronger than Beerus. Look at this shit. He's not even in his final... Oh, come on, Gogeta. Stop talking. Fucking hell. Okay, he teleports away. Anyways, so, boom. This is what we want to see here. Look. Now, Broly isn't in his final form. Keep that in mind, guys. But look, doesn't fucking matter. He's trying to fight an angel. It's not happening. It's not happening, bro. And then Gogeta completely breaks the rules of his own show because angels are supposed to be able to have... You're not supposed to be able to sense their ki, but Gogeta senses his ki and teleports right next to him. I mean, look at this fucking shit, man. You just can't beat the angels. Anyways, getting back to my points. The only way angels in Dragon... Look at this shit. Effortless. The only way angels in Dragon Ball... And again, he's got a nice moon ring on top of his neck. It's not a sun symbol, guys. Keep that in mind. Right? Unlike all the other gods we see in the show, he's not wearing a sun disc. He's not wearing a sun symbol, guys. He's got a moon ring on. Keep that in mind. Anyways, the only way angels in Dragon Ball can be killed is if they violate angelic law, which is the anime equivalent to natural law. The only way you can kill an angel in Dragon Ball, well, they can't be killed. They have to violate natural law first. Now, I don't know how I can make this shit any more fucking clear, right? The #1 anime in the world, well, I don't know if it's #1 anymore. When I was growing up, this was the most watched, the most popular. Then Naruto overtook it, and I don't even know what the anime hierarchy is anymore because I don't watch this shit. But I can't make it any more clear, guys. They introduced these gods who were supposed to be above humans, and then it's established later on that humans are above these gods, and then it's established that angels are above everybody. They can't be killed, right? They can only commit suicide by violating natural law, at which point they get erased and they disappear forever. Yeah, man, if you don't get it by now, you probably never will. I'm gonna do a follow-up video to this because I don't have time to go into more detail right now because I gotta edit this video, put it together, and I still gotta go to the fucking gym. So yeah, man, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you probably never will. Gods are at the bottom of the hierarchy. Let me make that clear. Even in the silly little anime, you have the gods of destruction who are supposed to be super powerful. Then you got Belmont, who's clearly the strongest god of destruction out of all of them, right? I mean, look at this shit. Not a single scratch on him, right? Then you got characters like Gogeta and fucking Broly. I'd argue even Frieza by this point is probably stronger than Jiren and Beerus, etc. But definitely Broly and Gogeta. And then look, right? They can't even land a scratch on Whis, who's weaker than the Daishinkan. Look at this shit. Totally fucking effortless. Again, man, I know this is the ADHD, ADD, autism, Down syndrome, borderline era, but I think I made it very perfectly clear in this video. I think Dragon Ball made it perfectly clear. Gods are at the bottom of the hierarchy, then humans are above them, then angels are above them. right? And the only way an angel can be killed is if they violate natural law, which in anime they call it the angelic laws. So yeah, that's enough free lunch. I'll catch you guys in the next video.